Have you ever wondered why your friend's Android phone seems to last for days while your iPhone is begging for a charger by dinner? Or how they take those super zoomed in photos that still look crystal clear? Well, let's dive into the great smartphone debate, Android versus iPhone, but we're going to focus on something super important, the hardware. First up, let's talk about Android. You want a phone with a gigantic battery that can power you through a whole weekend trip? You can find an Android for that. Brands are constantly competing, pushing the limits with batteries so large they make you wonder if you'll ever need a power bank again. This means more time gaming, more time streaming, and less time tethered to a wall. It's a game changer for people who are always on the go. Then there's the camera game. You hear all this talk about megapixels, right? Android phones, especially the flagship models, often come with insanely high megapixel counts. We're talking 108 or even 200 megapixels. Now, more megapixels don't automatically mean a better photo in every situation, but where they truly shine is zoom. When you want to capture something far away like a bird in a tree or the details on a building across the street, that high megapixel count lets you zoom in digitally without turning your picture into a blurry pixelated mess. It preserves the detail, giving you a much clearer and more usable shot from a distance. And let's not forget one of Android's most beloved features, expandable storage. You buy a phone with a certain amount of memory, say 128 gigabytes. A year later, it's full of photos, videos, and apps. With many Android phones, it's no big deal. You just pop in a tiny micro SD card and bam, you've doubled or even quadrupled your storage for a fraction of the cost of a new phone. You can upgrade your memory anytime you want, giving you incredible flexibility and saving you a ton of money in the long run. It's like having a phone with a closet that you can expand whenever you need more space. Now, let's switch gears and look at the iPhone. Apple is famous for its smooth, polished experience. The software and hardware are designed together, creating a seamless ecosystem that just works. iOS updates are another huge plus. When a new version of iOS comes out, almost all recent iPhones get it on day one, bringing new features and security patches to everyone at the same time. This is something the Android world, with its many different manufacturers, often struggles with. The user experience is undeniably top-notch, simple, and incredibly intuitive. However, this beautiful walled garden comes with some trade-offs. While newer iPhones have definitely improved their battery life, they generally don't compete with the battery giants in the Android world. You'll likely get through a full day of moderate use, but heavy users might find themselves reaching for a charger before the day is over. The focus is more on efficiency and optimization rather than just raw battery size. Then there's storage. With an iPhone, the storage you buy is the storage you're stuck with for the life of the phone. There's no slot for a micro SD card. So if you buy a 128 gigabyte model and run out of space, your only options are to start deleting things, pay for iCloud storage every month, or buy a whole new, more expensive iPhone with more storage. This lack of flexibility can be a real pain point, especially as our digital lives continue to grow. Finally, let's talk about the price tag. iPhones are premium products with premium prices. But when you look at the raw hardware specs, the amount of ROM, the battery size, sometimes even the screen technology, you'll often find that you can get an Android phone with similar or even better specs for significantly less money. You're paying a premium for the Apple brand, the ecosystem, and that silky smooth software experience. So what's the bottom line? If you want maximum flexibility, hardware choice, and features like massive batteries, incredible zoom cameras, and expandable storage, the Android world has a phone for you, probably at a great price. But if you prioritize a seamless, simple, and secure software experience, and you're willing to live within the hardware limitations and pay the premium price, the iPhone is an amazing device. Now for the twist. The real battle isn't about the hardware in your pocket anymore. It's about the software and the cloud. Think about it. Both companies are pushing their cloud services, streaming games, and AI assistants. The device is slowly becoming just a window to your digital life, which lives online. So the real question isn't just Android versus iPhone, but Google's ecosystem versus Apple's ecosystem. The hardware we just debated could just be the temporary Trojan horse in a much larger war for your digital soul. Which side are you on? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this one.